Hi, Ryan Michael Galloway coming to you from We Don't Need No Stinking Record Company.com, and the second Gorilla Cam installment, I might add. So I'm going to flip around here in just a second, and we are going to take a look at a PA board, and you're going to see kind of how this works. Now, I don't know if you remember a movie called Airplane, but there's a scene in which they start showing the cockpit of the airplane, and they show row after row after row after row of buttons and gauges and that kind of thing. And you know what? That's what you're going to feel like when you look at a large or even a medium-sized PA board or mixing board for the first time. And that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to slip my glasses on so I can see what the heck's going on. And we're going to look at this, and there they are. Row after row after row of buttons. And you know what? That looks really complicated. But in fact, it's nowhere near as complicated as it looks. Because if you know what just one of these rows means, you've got about 80% of the board figured out. And really, all this other stuff, there's another quadrant over here that's responsible for some routing things around. There's some outputs, and boy does that look complicated. But when I explain it, it's really a lot of the same thing over and over and over again on this particular board. And then down here you have kind of the master quadrant. So there's really just three or four sections to learn about. There's all these channels that really are pretty much the same thing over and over again. There is this quadrant of main controls. There are some output jacks and stuff like that. And then there's the mains. So tomorrow night we're going to break down and look at exactly what we're talking about for each one of those channels. And suddenly you're going to know what 80% of this board does. So that's pretty cool, huh? Anyway, Ryan Michael Galloway here, and coming to you again tonight from We Don't Need No Stinking Record Company.com.